welcome back to Healthy and Delicious. So we are on our last course of the day. So we're going to be making a skirt steak salad. So we're going to start with a little bit of skirt steak, of course, some greens, and Lionel is going to make us, what are you going to make us over here?
So I have a secret blue cheese crouton that's going so well. It is a secret, so don't tell anybody. It's just for you. I make my reputation out of that croutons.
Okay.
So let me tell you, first of all, it starts with a quality French baguette. So if you cannot get a quality French baguette over here, go in France and come back with a baguette. Once you have that, I'm gonna make a little mixture there that's very interesting. So I'm gonna start with mayonnaise.
Well, we're getting nice and hot and smoky
you get a little
over here.
smoky over here.
We're getting ready to put our skirt steak on. I'm gonna let our
Oh boy, put them in, put them in. Let's salt and pepper the skirt steak.
I'm gonna put just a little bit more oil on here. So I'm using avocado oil, of course, because we are obviously cooking with some heat today. So just a bit on there. So what I do is I do salt and pepper on one side. I know this is a little different than most chefs, and then I put it on and add the salt and pepper, okay?
Yep.
There we go, here's that sizzle.
In the meantime that you do that, I'm gonna add a little bit of white onions.
Okay.
Some gorgonzola cheese.
Gorgonzola.
I like it. It's my favorite blue cheese. You know why?
Yeah.
Because it's very smooth. It doesn't have that strong finish. You know.
A little more mild than regular
exactly.
blue cheese, right?
A little bit of chopped curled French parsley. I insist.
You love your parsley.
I do love my parsley. I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper in that mixture.
Okay.
Clack clack. Goes all in there.
All right. So some people might be confused why the nutritionist is taking over the skirt steak.
I am very confused. I'm like, is that my place? I feel all strange right now. I'm feeling Michaela.
Some beautiful pasture-raised skirt steak, which is higher in omega-3s, which are really good for our skin, for our brain, for our heart. And actually, my grandfather started the first meat company in Sacramento.
Wow.
It was open for 100 years. So my dad grew up working there, so we were a big meat-eating family, like meat with every single dinner. So
that is fantastic,
we love our meat. So it's got to be quality meat.
Interesting.
A little tidbit about me.
So here, I'm gonna put my mixture right on the top of those big croutons. And you can do this also when you do a Caesar salad. It's a very nice crouton for a Caesar salad.
Okay.
You want it to have that Miami color and flavor to it.
So where did you learn to make this recipe, or?
First time that I become an executive chef in this country, I was like full of visions and dreams, and I could go home and dreaming about blue cheese all night long. I wanted to do something very special, and we come out with this recipe.
Come up with that.
It was
very nice.
You see, it is wonderful.
So you're going to bake that, right?
Yes. So I go in the oven at 375 for about 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
And they're gonna get golden blonde.
Nice, very nice. You know I like blonde. So my meat is getting nice and golden over here. I'm checking it. You might be able to see when I'm trying to lift this meat up off of the pan here, it's sticking in that corner over there. And that's okay. If your meat is sticking to the pan, you want to let it stick until it gets that nice golden crust on it, that sear. That's going to make it super delicious. And if you lift it up and rip off that meat and it's stuck to your grill and it's going to burn, that's going to be a bummer.
If the meat is sticking, let it be.
Trust it. Trust in your meat.
Trust the meat. You do want a nice crust, right?
You do.
This is the umami flavor. It's what is very important when you see a steak. If you don't have that, you get a sad steak.
That's right. So I'm just pressing it down a little.
Pressing a little bit to get a little bit.
I don't want to press the juices out, but I want that center part to touch the heat so that it's going to cook nice and well. So we're going to serve this with...
So you like that? You like your beef grass-fed, right?
I do.
That's your favorite, because there's so many different kinds of finish right now. We have corn-fed, we have grass-fed corn finish. It's very confusing about which one is the best for you, or even flavor-wise.
Lots of people have, different preferences as far as what they prefer flavor-wise. But coming from a nutritionist standpoint, grass-fed, grass-finished is going to be the best health-wise. That cow is eating grass, which is what it's meant to eat. That's what they naturally ate. So since they have a different diet, what's stored in their muscles is a little bit different. So.
And those are the beautiful cows that you see on the side of the
happy cows,
the happy
coming
cow
from California.
Eating in the grass. Yeah, absolutely. I like happy cows.
There we go. See how that lifted off right there? It's beautiful. That's what we want.
That's a nice steak right there. Curved steak.
Skirt
Call
steak.
of the meat.
That's
I'm
right.
glad you actually agreed with steak being good for me. I was a little bit worried in the beginning walking with you that you're gonna feed me with just cucumber and avocados, but
No way.
you in.
I
like it.
I love, animal proteins personally. Some people prefer to go, not too much meat or vegetarian, vegan, but I think it can be a part of a healthy diet, all in moderation, of course. We're having it with salad here. This is a good choice.
Sounds
So Lionel,
good.
do you know the touch test? You probably do. Where your hand? This is a good one
Yes.
for people to know, right? So you see me, I was like pressing on my meat over here. So on your hand, what you can do is when your hands relax like this, that's what raw meat feels like. But then when you touch these two fingers together, that's what rare feels like. The middle finger is medium rare, and this one is medium. Pinky's well done. I don't like that. I go for the medium
not
rare.
even the temperature right there.
Nah. So if you don't have a thermometer, and this meat is pretty thin, right? So it's a little bit hard to stick a thermometer in there. So you can go to your barbecue, touch your hand right here, touch your meat,
So what's
then
your
you can
favorite
tell.
temperature?
medium rare.
Medium rare.
I like it
the
definitely
favorite
still a little bit
Every
pink
chef
inside.
likes a medium rare.
That's
You
why
know.
if you try and go to a restaurant and you're trying to order like medium steak, they might send it out to you a little bit underdone because we're a little bit biased. All right, this
Okay.
one's almost there. You want to start
All right.
slicing that?
Yeah, I'm gonna start slicing that. So I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit.
Yeah, that's the best for flavor. It's a little bit more tender when you go against the grain. So the grain are kind of the lines that run along the meat. So if you're looking at like a steak, it's easier to see. You can see that the fibers of the muscle are running a certain direction. But with chicken, it kind of goes in an arc, you can see. So you always want to slice it against the grain. It'll give you kind of a more tender mouthfeel. So if you're not sure about it, you can go home, test, and see, how the flavor works for you. That
Yeah.
tenderness.
All right, do you want to
looks
give me
pretty
the
good.
last one? I
Yeah.
like it a little more medium rare.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my kind of a steak, right?
Oh
there.
yes.
A little medium
A
rare.
little more,
You know,
little more pink in the
chef with
middle.
a little quality control there.
I think I'll join you.
Oh. So juicy. Okay.
That's delicious.
That's probably enough for a salad. So we are in California.
We gotta get some greens.
Gotta get some green, exactly. Gotta look good, gotta taste good,
Uh-huh.
gotta have a little bit of that funk.
So we're kind of mixing it up, like steak and salad. Those are like the
Yeah.
two opposites, but opposites attract.
And
So
you know what? This is not a salad. This is a little bit of green with a lot of steak on the top.
that's right. And it's going to be super good for you. I was reading this article the other day that was saying, it was talking about this research study, said if you eat greens every day, I think it was 1 to 2 cups, it can decrease the age, or it'll seem like your brain is younger. So it kind of is like anti-aging for the brain.
Okay, let's check on this blue cheese crouton.
Yummy. So I'm going to go ahead and finish dressing our salad. So I'm going to just do something really simple for this one, just a little drizzle.
Olive oil,
Olive oil.
extra virgin one more time, just to kind of like wet a little bit that grass right there.
Olive oil is also great for you. Can't really have too much of olive oil.
So I'm gonna put all my steaks.
Oh, that is a beautiful sight right there. So now we're
Now I'm
going to
gonna
put a
put the
little toast.
croutons.
Yummy. And then I have a little bit of balsamic reduction here. Can I drizzle that over the top?
Yeah, so drizzle it a little bit, make it dirty.
You want to do the honors?
Sure, I do the honors.
All right.
So this is
Nice
a
and thick.
reduction. Yeah, it is very thick. But when it
But
comes,
so
it usually
good.
comes on one time.
Beautiful. Balsamic reduction does add a lot of flavor. I do like to make it at home myself. It isn't too hard if you look up a recipe, but don't add sugar. I know he'll
If
disagree
you add
with
sugar,
me,
it goes
but
faster a little bit.
just
All I'm
reduce it
saying-
down. Put a bunch of vinegar in a pot, cook it, on a low temperature, and you can get really that condensed flavor
Yeah,
that's
I'll
so
put a little
good.
sugar in there and it goes very fast. I put a little bit of pomegranate on the top. Just
Oh, I love
pomegranate
that
seeds.
colors.
And here you have your Californian salad.
Home sweet home.
Beautiful California right there. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to eat healthy.
And delicious.
A new episode will be posted every Tuesday and Thursday. So don't forget to subscribe right below or visit us website at www.hdcooking.tv.